Yeah, just I like our togetherness and that we're getting contributions from everybody. So you're seeing us just build a connectivity and a true commitment to being a team and trusting that everyone can contribute when their opportunity comes.
That's kind of what I was going to ask. Also, whoops, you kind of got well, not everybody back as we see Dejanay is out today, but as you kind of get more continuity with your kind of lineups and things like that, is that kind of just part of the process as you guys kind of get along in what we're just over like a quarter point of the season?
Yeah, totally. You have to be able to adjust and be flexible. Players coming in and out, players missing games because of injuries and such. The Eurobasket, so just all sorts of different adversity. And then as a coach, your challenge is to still try to implement a system and a way of playing. And it's just a little more challenging when there's pieces moving in and out. So excited to develop more consistency and reliability in terms of the lineups and the rotations, and so people can get more and more comfortable. But at the same time, just have to challenge everyone to be ready when their number is called, and be the best they can be in their specific role and what we need of them.
Hi, Chris. Jen Hatfield with the Next. Kind of sticking with that theme. I know you've had a couple players on hardship contracts, and I'm curious for you what the challenge is, kind of as a coach. Integrating them, making sure they're up to speed and ready to go.
Yeah, we're in this stretch here, 3 games in 5 days, and then a back to back. And I'm not complaining. Everyone has those tough stretches, but it's just hard to practice. So you rely on film and just conversations, and then trust that when their opportunity comes, they'll make the most of it. So it's challenging as a coach, but you hope they can rely on their teammates as well, and just it's communication more than anything early to just talk through it out there and be able to navigate.
And then, we were just talking about Maisha out there. When she was here in Washington, she started out as kind of the baby of the group, and now she's your oldest player, your vet. How's it been having her in that role?
Yeah, it's wild, right? Just turned 30, so she's our only 30-year-old on the roster. Um, so we got a young group, and she's our vet. But she's fantastic. Just brings a wonderful presence, a levity of being a pro and being about your business, but also being able to have fun and find joy. So appreciate the energy that she consistently brings to our locker room.
With Dejanay out, just what are some of the things that change, for this team, with the bench group, relying on her to make an impact?
Yeah. So JJ and Casey, next woman up, right? That's what we talk about all year, right? Next woman up. These things happen more often than you think. So next woman up, we're deep, right? It's our competitive depth. I think that makes us special. And even with these 2 wins, right? It's the contributions from everybody. So JJ and Kyla will be ready. Lee will be ready. Haley will be ready. So we'll go out there with 9, and everyone will be prepared to make the most of their opportunities.
And then what are some of the main things that kind of stand out to you when you face the Mystics kind of going into that matchup?
Yeah, impressed with their defensive pressure first. Just feel like they're really getting after the ball, picking it up 94 feet, and pressuring at every position, making catches hard, denying, pushing, just really challenging offense and pushing offense out. So I've been really impressed with their defensive pressure, and that's creating offense for them. And then offensively, their relentlessness to the paint and to the rim, and that starts with Sykes, right? Just leading the league in free throw attempts, and as a team, right, getting there almost 25 times a game. She's getting there 10 times a game. So just relentless pressure on the paint and on the rim. And then, that post game, Kiki's been great. Citron's been great as a rookie too, but with Austin coming off a huge game off of against Atlanta, you've got a couple dynamic posts with great motors and are going to be relentless to the rim and relentless on the offensive glass. So this game is going to be all about points in the paint and rebounding. Whoever can win those wars, it's going to be physical.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Hey, Ron. Great.
Good, good, good. Congratulations on the 2 wins, my friend. Watching the way Washington plays. They attack downhill. They turn the quarters fast. You said after the last game that defense won the game. Is that something that the players have got to hang their hat on again today? Because we know you can score, but slowing them down. Is that fair?
Totally. Just trying to be consistently reliable. That's what we're talking about now as we develop our discipline. Just being consistently reliable, trusting that we're going to be good one-on-one on the ball. We're going to play tendencies. We're going to sit on strong hands, and then we're going to trust that our help is there, but we're not going to need our help. But we're going to trust that we're in our help spots early and really packing the paint in to play out. And then all 5 rebounding, right? It's going to be big, closing out possessions, especially keeping their dynamic post game off the board. So challenging our guards to get in there and really go have a big rebounding night as well.
Hey, Chris, Fran Harris, you made a starting lineup change a couple of games ago. What's your assessment of how Zaza's doing in the lineup?
I think Zaza found something there in that second half against Connecticut. So excited for her to feel how that felt and to build on that momentum and just continue to feel more and more comfortable and confident as a aggressive scoring option out there on the floor and facilitator. You know, you saw she made a ton of just simple plays, but it all started with her aggressiveness to get into the paint. And then when post players step up, she's more than capable to make those dump passes. So she was a huge spark. So looking for her to build on that and continue to grow.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.